Hello everyone, and welcome back to DMG. Data Design Interactive is known as the maker of some of the worst shovelware the Wii has to offer. You've probably seen video after video of YouTubers playing their games and subsequently being disgusted by the apparent piles of garbage they are. Now, I've never played any of their library because I don't have a Wii. However, many of their games actually had PC ports released. So, I've noticed a common complaint with Data Design Interactive games is the Wii motion control. So I got a little curious. Are Data Design Interactive games really just mediocre games that were let down by the Wii's motion controls? Or are they actually as bad as people say? Well, today we're gonna find out because I am playing the PC ports of every Data Design Interactive game I could find. Not many of these PC ports have been archived, so I am sure there are a lot out there that I'm not going to be playing in this video, but I found several and we're going to be playing all of those. So let's get right into it. I'm actually really curious. Before we start, note that I'm using S-Video to capture because I am using era-appropriate hardware, so it'll probably look like crap on the desktop, but once we get into the games, it'll look fine, and it'll look like what a user or player of the game would have experienced in the 2000s when these came out. So I say we start off with probably one of the most infamous of Data Design Interactive's games. This is Ninja Bread Man. Now I'm gonna set it to the correct display here. I've not played these yet. I've only made sure that they launch and like open because it would be a boring video if they didn't. Why do these have so many intros? These were made by a team of like 5 people in a few weeks. Ooh. There's the music. It's not good. Okay. What's under options? I wonder what options we have. I actually don't want to look at the controls. I want to try and figure them out. Because how could you screw up controls on PC? Like, it's really simple. It's like a standard of how to make controls on PC. There's no way they could mess this up. Oh, okay, so it is arrow keys to move. WASD doesn't work. Space doesn't jump. I meant to do that. So the mouse doesn't control your character. We're off to a great start here. Oh, this is awful. This is really bad. This is really bad. Okay, I'm just gonna pause for a second and adjust volume. And while I do, I'll just tell you what I'm complaining about. So, the arrow keys control your character and the camera. You can't move your character and camera separately. So in order, you can't just like turn around. You have to walk to turn around. So like if an enemy is behind you, it's actually really hard to fight them. Because you can't just turn around. You can turn your character around, but it doesn't turn the camera around. And speaking of that, how do I attack? I'm pressing all of the letter keys and they do nothing. Is it? No! They did not! Enter! The enter key! The enter key is jump. Is like shift attack? Okay, so they really screwed up the backspace is your sword attack key. And you may be thinking it must be really inconvenient to have to attack while running. Well, you can't do that anyway in the game, so it's not a big deal. But it's really, really annoying to have to move your hand all the way up to backspace to use your sword. I think there's another like ranged attack in this game, so let's check out the controls here and see what they are. Controller, here we go. Well, I can't read the things because they're just moving around. This game sucks. Okay, so it looks like end and delete control the auto-targeting system. Control is your other key, and it looks like you can change your camera view with the slash key. Okay, let's try this again now that I know how to play the game. This is already not an impressive experience. This is about the most useless attack imaginable. Wow. Oh my god, this sucks. This weapon is awful. What is this? Oh god! Who put a landmine here? I'm gonna turn down the music volume, which by the way the music is awful, but I'm gonna turn it down for a second so you can hear the walking sound effect. If you were to imagine what walking on a cake sounds like, I don't think it would be like this. That's like walking on a wood floor sound. I would expect a cake to sound a lot more, like it would be more of a sport sound than like a click-clack. We're just gonna start over this level because we lost some hearts already. This attack is really, really bad. Are the other camera views any better? No, the camera stays in the same place. It just kind of changes its FOV. I'll keep it here because now I can actually see things around me. I'm gonna restart again and try to not lose any lives on the first island here. Okay, so this attack actually can deal some damage. If you get it just right. How do you get rid of those? I tried throwing at it, but it didn't target. How's the sword attack? Okay, so you don't really have any good attacks. You can double jump, but moving your finger over to enter to jump is really annoying. Damn it! Oh, there we go. Wait. Does the attack get more charged as you deal damage? I thought it was like limited and that meter would go down the more you used the attack. But no, let me... Oh, there's an enemy here. Let me kill this guy. Yes! The more you use your ranged attack, the more charged it gets. I actually like that mechanic. Too bad the game it's in is awful. I don't know why it's targeting this cake. Okay, it was an enemy. I thought that was just like a piece of scenery that it locked onto. Wow. So it actually got more useless when I leveled it up. Now the bits curve, and I can't hit anything with it. Wow, this game is terrible. I'm lost for words. Wow. Okay, so when you get hurt, it goes down a bit. Let's see if I can take out this guy. Wow. This game is awful. It looks like an N64 game, but for some reason, it's putting my CPU on this laptop that I'm running it at 100%. This is more powerful than the Wii, and it's pushing the CPU to its limit. And this thing's like 3 times as powerful as the Wii. So clearly, Oh god, that's awful. Clearly there's little optimization done. So in a platformer, you want jumps to be precisely landed, but that's not at all what you get here. Your character slides like a foot after you land the jump. So making jumps precisely is actually really hard. I think there's a bee on this island, so I'll kill it. Why? Why did it go down? Why did it go all the way down? Wow. Okay, this game is hot garbage. I hate this game. I really hate this game. So the controls are bad. The camera is bad. The platforming does not feel good. And it's not well optimized for PC. So we're off to a great start. That's not a very good sounding sound effect there, that noise. But that would actually sound better as the walking sound than like the pillar in lava sound. Wow, okay. You're probably gonna see a few cuts in this video, because I just couldn't get past a part. By the way, there's also no fall damage, but you might see a few cuts around parts that I was struggling with. I'm not the best at video games, but in this case, it's definitely the game's fault. This is a really simple jump, but the controls are so bad and unresponsive that it's just, there we go, finally. Now I gotta kill this guy. Oh, just die already, please! There we go, okay. Okay, now this is a problem. I can't see the pillar that's right here until it's like right in front of me. Wait. You're kidding. Okay, so we're gonna have to redo this whole section, but because of the camera, you can't look down. The camera is on the same level as the player, no matter in what mode you have it. So I guess you just have to remember that that pillar that I'm trying to jump on is synced with the other one here. I've gotten the camera stuck under some level geometry. I don't know how I did that, but it happened. So yeah, if you needed any more proof that this game is really awful, I actually did not expect it to be this bad. Like, I knew it wouldn't be a good game, but it is subverting my expectations. There we go. You saw that! I landed on the platform and then, now why did it respawn? I hate this game. I hate this game so much. Wow. So it looks like the enemies respawn. Like, they aren't particularly hard enemies, but the combination of your attacks being super weak and the game being made horribly, it makes them actually really challenging to beat. There we go. Oh, come on. Even the landmine respawn. Oh. It didn't make a sound when it blew up. It just kind of went. There's a few milliseconds of lag from my capture box because I actually have a stupidly complex setup here. I've got it running S-video into a capture box into a different laptop that's recording it and putting the game on this monitor so I can see it. So there is a little bit of lag, but this game, I can tell that it would be as unresponsive and like terrible to control if you were just playing it normally. This isn't fun bad. This is genuinely infuriating. If I was a kid and this was the only game that I had, would I play it? Probably. I might put a little time into it. Come on! I might put a little time into it, But at the end of the day, I'd still be going on like game sites and finding some better games for free. Because they actually charged money for this game. I don't know how expensive the PC version is, but the Wii version, it wasn't full price, but it was still like a somewhat expensive game. So, yeah. I feel really bad for any kid who like got this for Christmas or Hanukkah or Earth Day or whatever. What? You saw that? Oh my god, this is so infuriating. You take your finger off the keyboard and you just keep going. Wow. Okay. I was very wrong to assume that this might actually be a good game that was, you know, just bad because of Wii motion controls. Is it worse than Big Rig's over-the-road racing? No, because Big Rigs is fun bad. It's so shitty that it becomes good. You can drive through buildings, there's no speed limiter in reverse. Of course, there's the "Your Winner" screen at the end. It's not a good game, but it's a fun game. This is not a good game, but it's not a fun game either, because it's really just frustrating to play. You know, it's been actually about 2 months since I've filmed a video. There have been some things going on in my life that have been important for me to attend to, and I've just been editing and publishing a backlog for a while because I don't have time to sit in front of a camera. So I say this is about the worst way I could have returned to making videos with this absolutely rancid game. This is a pile of garbage. Free is still too expensive for this game. Like, I need monetary compensation for getting within 10 feet of this. I'm just gonna bounce here. Okay, yeah. I was thinking I was just gonna bounce on the lava till the platform came back up. Okay, I think we're in a good spot to make a jump now. I will get to the next level, and it will probably look the exact same as this one, but I don't even care. Well, not the next level, but the next part of the... Oh! That was close! What is this? Okay, I assume that's some sort of checkpoint that's making that goofy sound. Let's kill this guy. Be nice if I could see it. What is the lore here? Clearly there's something going on, but that cutscene explained nothing. In fact, that only made it more confusing. What is this big... I guess that's... Oh, top right! I guess there's like a portal that I need to open to get to the next level, and I have to collect all those cylinders to open it. Okay, I'm on a roll. I'm actually doing alright now. Now that I've said that, I'm going to immediately die. Okay, my attack is fully powered up, and it still sucks. It looks like it follows the targets a bit better. Will you attack me? Hello? Oh. You know, if I could hit the thing, that'd be nice. I'm just slowly sliding down this hill. Okay, this is actually... You know, I don't want to use this too liberally, but I feel like I might be having fun. I want to be a little careful with what I'm saying, but this is not the worst experience anymore. Now that I've got my attack leveled up and everything, and I can't... Oh god. What? Wow. Okay, so this platforming section is going to be even worse, because it's really hard to gauge the edge of it, because it's all just one crappy, flat, stretched texture. Wow, the texture work in this game is truly just amazing. That's some prime MS Paint art. What hit me? Where did that come from? What the hell? There we go, just die already. Yes, I would like to kill that bee 3 miles away, not the guys right in front of me. Oh wait, I can't anyway. This is a really bad video game. Oh, so you can activate the mines with the shot, but because it's so hard to turn your character... Okay, I actually really like the auto-targeting system. It doesn't work flawlessly, but trying to play this game without it would be miserable, because you have so little control over your character that it would be really, really difficult to actually aim without the auto lock on. So I've been playing for 37 minutes, and I've gotten part of the way through level 1. I'm probably going to cut out quite a lot of this footage. I'm getting used to the controls. I will say, this is probably still a lot better on the PC than it would be with Wii motion controls. I could not imagine how awful it would be to waggle around a Wiimote to control this unresponsive game. Okay, we've reached another checkpoint. I'm actually not doing horribly. Why is that there? Who put this there? Literally everything is the same texture. All the parts of this level look the exact same. It's all the same crusty texture. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, so you don't slide around on the platforms. I was thinking you might, like, slide around on the platforms because of the bad control. No, okay. It moves. No, you're kidding! No! It moves just barely faster than your walk speed. Wow, I somehow saved that. But the platforms move just barely faster than your walk speed, so you can't really follow them. You have to really jump on it and nail it. Just like that. Was it this way, or what is this arrow for? What does this do? Does that point to the closest enemy? The closest checkpoint? It's very unclear. So I think I need to go to the other side of this cavern. In the middle there, that's just the big portal thing that I'll probably unlock if I were to collect all of the little cylinders. I'm not gonna start over next time I, like, fully die. I'm not gonna start from the beginning of this game. This is really not a good experience. Oh, thank you. Thank you for putting an enemy right there at the... Jesus. At the beginning of the cave that I have to go in. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so this arrow does point to the closest checkpoint. Why is there one down here? Oh, it can't hit me anyway. Okay. Ah, yes. Gameplay. We got some dudes here. Okay, so that's how you fight these. You run up to them and then you run away before they can actually hurt you. That's not awful. I want to lead it somewhere else to fight it, like somewhere flat, but their ranges are so screwed up. When you walk too far away, they just return to where they came from. Oh, damn it. Where do I go? Cookie shall save me. Is it moving? No. The camera just has like this weird sway to it. Okay. That's lovely. Oh great, I can't hit anything because I'm sliding down this sloped hill. Wow. Hill issue for real. These bees are such bastards. I love how abruptly the sound stops when you kill the bees. It's like they're there and then they just vanish from existence the moment that you kill them. It's still not a good game, but I mean it's a shame. Clearly with some polish, this could have been an enjoyable experience. Damn it! No! Okay, we're gonna try these again. I was on that. There's no way I just fell off. Wow. Oh, I hate this game. And now I have to do a full circle to turn around. But as I was saying, the jumping is so imprecise. Yes! No! Stop it! How did I hit a bee above me by swinging my sword at chest level? I mean, I'm not complaining. I finally killed something in this damn game. Oh, that's the thing I need. Why? Why is there a landmine there? Now, if I could see the other cookie that I'm trying to jump to, that would be pretty nice. Yeah, this game is really bad. You really don't realize, just from watching it, until you actually play it, and you feel just how unresponsive it truly is. Oh, thank you for respawning. I really appreciate that. Oh, why? Ooh. The taking damage sound is so silly. Why? You were not there 5 seconds ago and now you've respawned and now you're trying to kill me. Stop it! God damn it. You know, I love a good shitty video game where it's so bad that it's just really, really funny. I said this earlier, but this is not that. This is a truly horrible, unpleasant, infuriating experience that I do not wish on anyone. All the games I'll be playing today are on archive.org. Come on! I was on the platform! But yeah, all of these are on archive.org if you are a masochist and you like that sort of thing. Wow. I just want to turn around! How do you make a game this bad in 2005? It's not like at this point there weren't... Okay, I'm done with this game. I never want to see a gingerbread ever again. Ugh, get it out of here. I bet all the music sounds crappy and generic. Let's listen to it. Yeah, it's bad. That's not good music. That is not good music. And speaking of things that aren't good, oh god. Up next, we have classic British motor racing, of course, again from DDI. Can barely read this. What does the window option do? I'm curious. Let's see. Oh, cool. It just puts the game in like a 640 by 480 window on your desktop. That is unhelpful. How do I exit this game? Okay, we're gonna start that again from the top in full screen. Now I'm getting no audio. Awesome. So this is a quality game. There we go. Okay. So classic British motor racing. This is actually a DDI game I've never heard of, and when it comes to Data Design Interactive, that's actually a good thing, because that means the game might be less awful. This music is a little obnoxious. I'm not gonna look at controllers. I'm not... I can't talk today. The fucking gingerbread, the ninja man just rotted my brain. I can't speak. Yeah, this game is like actually a lot louder than the last one. I'm gonna turn down my volume here. I love how beginner, the logo for beginner is just a big L. Just a big red L. We're gonna go for beginner. Oh, nice. Other modes are locked. Race to qualify, race to qualify. These car models are actually not awful. They're a little better than GTA San Andreas. Alright, good on you, Data Design Interactive. We're gonna go with this one. I bet all the cars drive the same. Okay, so this track appears to be this track rotated in a different direction. And, okay, these London ones, they made a Kawasaki jet ski racing game, Data Design Interactive did, and it had a London level. They also made a London taxi simulator, which had a London level, so I bet this level is just ripped straight from those other games, or the other games are ripped straight from this. Who knows? We're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Okay. Okay, the forward arrow key. Jesus, why is this so loud? The forward arrow key does... This music might actually be copyrighted, and it's really annoying. But in this car racing game on PC, do you use WASD? No. Do you use the arrow keys? Not really. How do you accelerate? Then you hold down Enter. You have to hold Enter for your car to go forward while you steer left and right with the left and right arrow keys. And these controls can't be remapped. Well, I'm assuming it's like Ninja Bread Man, and they... But up and down arrow keys are used to move like your selection in the menu, but they're not used for the game. Why? Yeah, you can't change any controls here. All right. Yeah, we're gonna try this again. We're in London. All right, let's try this again. I mean, you can't use the numpad enter. It has to be the enter right next to the arrow keys. So it's both, okay, shift is reverse, but it's both really uncomfortable to control with one hand, but it's also really uncomfortable to take your other hand and put it here. Let me just... Those are the worst collision sounds I've ever heard. Have the developers ever driven a car? These physics, oh my god, these physics and the collision noises. This would be fun bad if it weren't for the controls. Great, awesome, just what I wanted. Yeah, this game looks really bad, and just like Ninja Man Bread guy, it's also pushing the CPU to 100%. It's running really awfully. So clearly they put no effort into optimizing this code for x86, or actually x64, since, no, it's still a 32-bit program. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, that billboard was my exact reaction to this game's horrible controls. Wow. I love that crusty fence JPEG where you can see the outline of the image it was cut out from when you get close enough to it. This is some... There is no brake. Well, is it shift actually? Yes, shift is brake and reverse. And the worst part is, I'm still going to pass this race. I mean, I do have it on beginner, but still. It said I could now race the vehicle in single player modes. So let's try some other races. Single race. Oh god, okay. So this is something that crappy games with very little content often do to disguise the fact they have very little content. They make you individually unlock each weapon or each vehicle or each track or something so that you put a lot more hours into the game and you don't really think as much that it doesn't have very much content, like if that makes sense. It tricks you into thinking that the game actually has like substance and content just because you spend more time on it. But let's see just how good this AI is. We're gonna do this track that's the same as that track. I'm prepared for this great AI. Why did my car just like fall? Oh, immediately. I'm just gonna watch this go down. So the bots barely even drive. They just smash into each other. Oh my god. Okay, if it weren't for the controls that are... Go away! If it weren't for the controls that are legitimately painful to use, this would be fun bad. It would be so amusing. Oh, god damn it. It would be so funny to just watch all the bots smash into each other. if the game wasn't so damn hard to control. That bridge had 3 polygons. I love how the curves in the road have like 4 segments. And it's clear that these barriers were just individual objects that they just whacked down instead of actually properly connecting them together. I mean, the team that made these games consists of, I think, single-digit number of people. And these were probably made in a matter of months, if not weeks. So, oh, I'm gonna flip the car. Ah, yes, this is how cars work. This is just like what my driver's test was like. Oh good, you can drive in weird places and screw up the game. Perfect. Excellent. Now, typically these barriers are placed roadside for, you know, actual safety reasons. But in the game, they're up on the hills, in the middle of the hill, so that they can prevent you from circumventing a serious section of the track, but to save time, so that they don't have to put double the barriers, like one on each side of the hill, if that makes sense. This game looks like piss. This game is actually so awful. It's not just the S-video, it's not just the crusty... What was that? Okay, that was lightning. That was a horrible sound effect and video effect. But this game really just looks like hot garbage, and it's not just S-video. It looks very dull. The color palette is bad. I will say there are reflections on the back of the car. So it may actually be pushing the graphics card to some extent. It's at least somewhat utilizing the capabilities of what graphics hardware could do in 2005. It only reflects the sky, like that bridge I just passed under wasn't reflected in the back of the car. But still, it's admirable that they at least put in the time to do that. Wow, I bet every car steers this poorly. If I don't beat my previous time, I will go outside and like find a tree and just take a big chomp out of it. I will just eat a massive chunk. Okay, it looks like there's actually some sort of... How did I get stuck on that wall at that angle? Right as I start to compliment this game, every time something goes horribly wrong. But what I was going to say is it looks like there's at least... God damn it! Every time! What I was going to say is it looks like there's at least some sort of dynamic weather or like day-night system, because I swear it's gotten darker and... Jesus Christ! And of course it's... Mother of God! And of course it started raining as well. So yeah, this is almost fun. Jesus! Why? No! Stop! This is not how cars work! I may be having to eat a piece of tree. I probably shouldn't have said that, because now I'm gonna have to go chow down on some wood. Oh. Time to pass this burger sign with an American flag. The development studio is based in the UK, so... Come on! I am not doing another lap of this garbage. Get it out of here. Okay, I bet all of the cars drive exactly the same. So, I'm going to go ahead and try this Mini Cooper just to see if it drives exactly the same. I love how they fall onto the road at the start of the level. Yes, the cars all drive. Wow, they all drive like a pair of butt cheeks with wheels. Like, they are just so wobbly, they just bounce around. You have very little control over where your vehicle's actually going. We're gonna go back to beginner. We're gonna try a challenge. What is this? They spelled Austin Healey wrong. Austin Healey is spelled Healey. I would assume they intentionally did that for licensing, but if they didn't, like, so they wouldn't have to pay Austin Healey to use the name, but if they didn't, that's a big misstep. No, because Triumph is in here. I doubt they paid Triumph to use the likeness of their cars. Yeah, their actual, like, the cars are called by their actual brand name in here. So Austin Healey is just spelled wrong. How do you make a game about classic British motor cars and spell Austin Healey wrong? All right, so we're gonna use the one car that I've unlocked. Oh, so it's like it's just like a selection of tracks. So the challenge mode is a selection of tracks. There are like 6 tracks overall. There's already an awful scraping sound and I just started the game. Wow. You know, this is a quality gaming experience. Just like Ninja Bread Man, this is a unique gaming experience that you cannot get from any other video game. Good God, why? Why? Stop. Oh. Wow. Why is the speedometer in miles per hour if this is a vintage British car? And why is the top speed 60? These cars can definitely go a good deal faster than 60. Ah! I thought I was free of the curse of the dumbass AI. What is happening? Oh, this is how new cars are made. Oh, wow. 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 It's almost fun bad. It really is almost fun bad. Oh. Wow. This is really bland. There is no scenery on those like green pastures to the right. There are a few trees on the left, but it's just like Windows XP background with the hills off to the right. Wow. This does look a lot better than Ninja Bread Man. Like, the cars have reflections, and the headlights actually affect the environment. Like, they're actually light objects. They actually produce. I just passed under the thing. Why is that not the start or finish? But they actually produce light that affects the environment around them. But the scenery is still horrible. The grass texture is bad, and it's all the same texture. I think that's about all there is for this game. Alright, next up we have Trixie in Toyland, and this is going to be a special experience because I could only find an ISO in French. So, we're gonna have to go along with it. I could have bought a copy off eBay, but I am not paying a cent for this game. I probably won't spend too long on this because everyone knows it's just it's the same music. But everyone knows that this is the same game as the Ninja Bread Man game. We're gonna... Why is it in English? Hold up. Let me... The installer, I can choose from German or French. But the game is in English. So what's the point? Okay, now I'm turbo glad that I didn't pay for a copy. So, yeah. It's in German here, but wow. Oh, there are actually more levels. Wow. So apparently this is just kind of like a remix, sort of. The jump sound effect is annoying. What is she saying? I cannot hear that voice line. Why? Oh god, so the bees were already bad enough, but now they shoot projectiles. So you have the same, like, ranged attack that charges up. The character is a lot cuter. Yeah. You have it's just Ninja Bread Man with slightly different levels that are a bit more detailed, to be fair, and a character that is less unique but more cute. Is this the Redeemer from Unreal Tournament 2004? What is up there? If only the camera didn't suck. No, that's some sort of pickup. For those of you who don't get the Unreal Tournament 2004 reference, or, is also in Unreal Tournament 99, but the Redeemer is the really overpowered gun that's always hidden in a difficult-to-reach place. What is this guy's attack? Well, he's dead now. Never mind. So yeah, it looks like the bees were replaced with flying helicopters that now shoot projectiles. And the red things that chase after you and munch were replaced with these almost identical little enemies here. Wow! There was no indication that that was an enemy. It looked like part of the scenery. Oh god, that's annoying. What is that noise? Oh, that's the checkpoint sound. Why does the checkpoint make a sound? And why do you make that annoying-ass laugh? Stop it! I can't get this guy out into a place where I can actually see him to attack. There we go. Wow. So the platforming is as unresponsive as Ninja Bread Man. Of course, you kind of slide down these slopes a little. This is not a good game. I really don't know what I was expecting here. Why was I expecting the PC versions to be good? Like, here I was legitimately thinking that it was just a fault of the Wii motion controls and the PC versions would be alright. But no, these are just as bad. And granted, I've never played the Wii versions. But after playing these, I can only imagine how torturous it must be on a Wiimote. Okay. No! I'm really not up for it, honestly. I don't want to do that again. Okay, so here's the portal to the next levels, I suppose. This is a lot more open layout than Ninja Bread Man was. Did these enemies just respawn? No, I've never been here. I haven't been over here yet, I don't think. It's hard to tell because it all looks the same. This whole level looks exactly the same. I don't know if this is where I spawned or if this is a new area. This is just bad. This is really just bad. Why do these shoot rockets? Okay, so the robots are replacements for the cakes with homing missiles. This game is actually a little easier than Ninja Bread Man. It's boring, it's bland, it's uninspired, but it's actually not quite as bad. Why can I not jump up this? There's nothing up here, there's just a checkpoint. Oh, now I can jump on it. So there's an invisible wall on the other side. Yeah, platforming is as slippery as it was on Ninja Bread Man. The good thing is, it looks like I don't really have to go in depth into any section. I can just kind of, I can just kind of do a little tour of the whole level. Where did you come from? Is this drivable? I doubt it. No, it's neither drivable nor an enemy. Okay. What is the plot of this game as well? Why is this gal trapped in a bland, never-ending, very short render distance land of toys? Let me just, after I kill this guy, let me just show you the render distance of this game. So I'll run to this side of the map. This is an enemy. Yes, I'm learning to recognize them. Okay. So from... never mind, I can't turn the hell around. Okay, so from this side of the map, you can't even see the other side. A PC in 2005 could have handled the whole map, but they just said, nope, screw that. We're not going to change it at all from the Wii version that was designed to run on that, like, little ATI GPU. This looks like I can go up it. Or maybe it's a slide to go down. Who knows? That was a moan. I don't like that sound. Why did I fall off? Alright, so this is just a really oddly shaped ramp that makes the camera go bonkers. Get jebaited, nerd. Now I can't even hit you. Oh, there we go. Why did Lego bricks come out of that enemy when it was killed? There were no Legos on its body. So yeah, this is a kind of a boring game. There's really no reason to play this. Just like Ninja Bread Man, it's not good. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever played. Like, if it had more polish, it might have some semblance of a game worth playing. But it's unoptimized, it's low effort, it's clear the developers had no passion for what they were making. So this game is just bad. Yeah, there are actually more levels that I cannot be bothered to care about. Let's see. Yeah, it does the same annoying thing where the images move around so you can't actually read what they are. Now it's time for Anubis 2, but the PC version is actually called Anubis in Egypt 2. Let me show you this again. So here's the installer. I can choose from German or French, but the device selection and probably the game is still going to be in English. Here we go, Data Design Interactive. Metro 3 is the Metro 3D, excuse me, appears to be the company that made the installer. Wow. Wow. That's some crusty music. And that is a bad character model. There was never an Anubis 1. Let me guess, same controls? Same controls, because it's the same game as the Ninja Man Bread and Toyland in Trixie. We actually have... What a creative name for a game in Egypt! Land of Sand! God damn, they must have had like a joke development team of like 20 people just to come up with that funny ass joke. Wow. What is the story of this game as well? Okay, so we've got some lava, a crappy attack. This is new. We've got 3 of something down here at the bottom. And just like the other 2 games that were just like this, I need to collect enough. Why did it explode into a billion bones? But I need to collect enough little cylinders to open the portal. Wow, those are some good falling physics on that slope. Wow. Yeah, so far I'm really unimpressed. This is just low effort trash. We've got pillars to nowhere. Any Egyptian subscribers or viewers, can you tell me if this is what Egypt looks like? Is there just a skybox of hills and palm trees? And are there rocks and lava everywhere? Is this what Egypt is like? Where did you come from? That enemy just appeared out of nowhere. I gotta say, this is the blandest of all of the games. Let me count the textures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 textures. Lava, floor, pyramid, platforms over lava. Then you have the skybox and the character. Wow, yeah, so... And they're all the same color. Like, they're not all the exact same color, but it's just different shades of yellowish brown that don't look good. Yes, you bounce on the lava. Platforming actually feels... never mind. I was about to say platforming feels a tiny bit smoother in this game, and it's definitely why? What is this thing? Goofy ass tentacle monster. But the platforming feels better in this game. You don't quite slide nearly as much after landing a jump as the other 2. Yeah, look, you don't slide at all. Wow, so they actually did make an improvement. Alright, so this so far, unfortunately, has the best platforming, but it's the blandest of the games. I'd say Trixie and Toyland has the most potential, but its platforming is still sucky. Oh look, they changed the color of the checkpoint. How much effort did that take? Alright, and we're back. Might have been a little bit of a sharp cut there, because I had an issue with my capture box, and while I was going to fix it, both of my cameras died. I swear there must have been like a solar flare or something, but we're back. We've got everything set the way it should be, and I think... Here we go, yes. All right. That's about where we left off, I believe. I completely forgot what I was saying before the cut. That is actually terrifying. Wow. Okay, that enemy is genuine nightmare fuel. This one's like half invisible. Was that a bug, or is that enemy supposed to look like that? Oh, rats! Wow. It's like the most random selection of enemies here. I like the bats. They don't really do anything. They just kind of fly around. They're my favorite. Yeah, there's actually a wider selection of enemies that you have to fight. And, I mean, the scenery is boring as hell. They could have at least put some effort into making it more interesting. So the game's really bland, unfortunately, in some areas, but really detailed in others. How does that crane work? There's no pulley, and there's no pin either. You would need... Oh, never mind. Why did they bring the bees back? The bees were the worst feature. There we go. And they still don't drop anything. All right. You know what I was saying about unique and creative enemies? Big triangle with legs is not a unique and creative enemy. This game kind of falls short there. Why? Why is that there? What is the point? This is actually... It's not a good game, but it's not as bad as the others. Oh, okay, so that's what I need to collect. Yeah, it's just a retexture of the same thing. Here's the problem with shovelware. If Data Design Interactive had, instead of shitting out these 3 really awful games that are all just reskins of each other, if they had taken that time and effort to make one good game, I wouldn't be here making this video. Like, it would just be like a mediocre, kind of forgettable Wii game that, you know, wasn't outstanding, but wasn't awful, and some people probably would have had a lot of fun with it. But instead, they chose to make these 3 awful games and sell them as different games when they're really the same thing. And they're all pretty terrible. This is the best of them. And I believe it's the last of the 3 games. It's the latest of the 3. So, yes, to be fair, they did put a little effort into fixing like the sliding while jumping and etc. This is actually playable as a platformer. But still, they made so few changes and just made these awful low-effort games. And that's really what shovelware is. It's just quick money. Why is your walk speed so fast? That's actually a complaint I have. They fixed the sliding after landing a jump. Whoa! Oh my god! I accidentally hit shift, and it did that. So you have bombs in this game. And that's actually my favorite thing from ancient Egypt. Bombs. I love how you can walk without triggering the walk animation. How do you jump there? That's clearly not the way. Am I just stupid and there's like a clear way to go? Oh, yes, it's right there, actually. What if you had to, like, jump aided by the explosion of the bomb? That would be kind of funny. Now that I've said that, that will be how the game is played. Can I jump to there either? The camera is still bad. Don't get me wrong. The camera is still really bad. So that's definitely still a... Wow. Yeah, camera is still a complaint with this game. It's a little better than the others, but that is really not saying much. That's like, oh yeah, they did the bare minimum. Controls are still a little bit slippery, but you don't slide after landing a jump. As I've said now like 12 times. I just wish the camera was separate from your character. Like, that would be really lovely. Or at least the camera was better. In any way, really. Yeah. You actually just run too fast. Now here's an issue. I can't see where I'm supposed to go. I assume it's down. But if the camera didn't suck, I'd be able to see. Yeah, there's a platform down there that I have to jump to. So, yeah, blind jumps aren't nice. And that was a big issue in Ninja Man Bread, whatever, as well. There we go. This is, you know, it's... If I was a kid and I had gotten this game, the PC release for Christmas, I wouldn't be too disappointed, actually. I mean, I would play this. I'd have fun with this. Because it's not a good game, but it's a lot less just awful and physically painful to play than Ninja Bread Man especially, but also Trixie in Toyland, with just the slippery controls and, you know. It's the lesser of the evils here. This is cool. I actually like this. I've never seen this in a game where pathways like turn to connect with each other. This is actually cool. They actually did something nice. I mean, I'm sure it's in other games. You don't have to comment, but damn, it's the only one I've seen it in, is what I'm saying. How do you get more of the bombs? Let's find out. I'm gonna use the last one, and then... Wow, so there was some big lag in it dealing damage between it exploding and hurting me. But, yeah, I wonder if they're like pickups somewhere. We shall find that out, I suppose. The UI takes up so much screen space. Like the diagram of the portal to the next level, that takes up so much screen space. That easily could have been just like, it could have just said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or something. Like there could have just been numbers there, or rather one number that told you how many of them you had. Okay, so that's why I was messing up on those jumps back there. The character doesn't rotate with the platform, or at least they rotate at different speeds. So it's all a bit wonky. Do I go there? Where do I go? Yeah, your character stays facing the same direction when the thing is rotating. Okay, so I think if I miss this last jump, I will cry. But I think I go this way. No! No! Oh, the controls. Yeah, the camera and controls are really what you're fighting against in this game. Just getting your character to go in the right direction is the hardest part about it. This is really easy platforming that I should have been able to do by now. But orienting the character so that he will jump onto the platform and not onto the floor is way more difficult than it should be. Yeah, this is not good. Also, why is there like stock rock music in the background? Isn't this supposed to be an Egyptian themed game? Alright, here we go. It went into the level geometry. I'm gonna play that again. Oh, that was funny. Oh yeah, my guy clipped into the wall. Wow, that was excellent. So now I have to get back onto these to go to the next level, or next part of the level, and the camera is really not happy with me right now. There we go. So with the shape of the walls of the platform, it's actually a little easier than I originally thought to turn. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'll just restart this section. It's actually not that bad. But it's possible to turn yourself around on the platforms to make the jumping a little less bad. So it's clear they at least tried to make this better, and that's great. Stop it. They just move really slow. Just like the pillars that went up and down in Ninja Bread Band. Like half the gameplay is just waiting for the level to do things so that you can play the game. Granted, if they were any faster, I'd probably be complaining about them being too fast. Okay, there we go, next checkpoint. Yeah, I'm actually getting too carried away and playing too much of this. Oh, this is cheap. They didn't have to do this. It's like, it doesn't ruin the whole game, but this is really annoying. This narrow pathway with your really fast walk speed. Definitely possible. No, I don't want a maze. Is that a tornado? Yes, I am shooting at a tornado. Come on, lock on, please. There we go. The enemies are pretty random. Excellent. Sometimes the lock-on works great, and sometimes it does not function at all. Yeah, this maze is pretty lame. I don't like this. Oof. Luckily, it seems like it's very small, and I think I just found the way out. Where do I go? Oh, up there, okay. That's another kind of a problem with this game. It's really open for interpretation where you're supposed to go, because there's no clear indication. The arrow is pretty useless in actually telling you where to go. And that's great for a game that's like open world. But there's only one way to get to every place in all of these data design interactive games. So really, it just becomes not good that it's not clear where you're supposed to go. Good camera. Oh, now you're on top of the maze, I see. So they're really trying to maximize... another blind jump that I almost missed. They're really trying to maximize all the gameplay they can get out of designing like a tiddlywink of level. Like they don't want to make more content, so they just put another maze on top of the maze. Oh, I was supposed to go here. Okay, what did I just do? There was like a weird bright flash there. Oh, I skipped the cutscene. Let's see. Pyramids with teeth. Because why not? Did I not come this way? Yeah, no, I don't think I came this way. This level, or really all of this game, is just so repetitive. It's all the same texture, and it all looks exactly the same. It's so annoying. Okay, only 3 more to go? I might actually beat this level. That's funny. Here I am, enjoying a data design interactive game. Okay, I have to go around for that one. What? Yes, that is literally just a pile of particles. It's impossible to fight more than one enemy at once because you can only deal damage to one at once. When there are those 2 enemies which converged upon me, my attacks only hurt one of them until it died, and then it started hurting the other. Why? Why is that there if you're not supposed to use it? Okay, there we go. Only 1 to go. Oh, nice. Here's the thing. But where are the other 2? Well, we follow the arrow, I suppose. The arrow that has not yet given any useful guidance. Nope. So there's one this way, but there isn't a that way. If I go back through the maze, is there another exit somewhere? Nope. Oh, okay. There was, in fact, no indication that I could jump over that, because none of those in the game before have I, in fact, been able to jump over. Why? Why are you here? Let me turn my guy around so I can jump here. Wow. Okay, so there's just an invisible wall. Nice. Everyone's favorite. No, this is literally the same maze. It's just a different section of the same maze. Because that's what I jumped on to get up there in the first place. Yeah, so this game is starting to get really boring and confusing and repetitive. So that's going to be it for Anubis 2 or Anubis in Egypt. And depending on whether you want to call it what the title screen says or what the game installer says. Well, it's a few days after I filmed what you just saw, and while I was editing the video, I found another Data Design Interactive game. None of these are worthy of their own videos, so because I hadn't published this yet, I figured might as well add this game to the list. I actually don't remember what it's called, because I just named the executable bad here, and I'm keeping it over here so it doesn't scare the good games. But we're going to have a go at this one and see if it's better than the other Data Design Interactive games. I really doubt it. Of course, this is the PC version, as all of these are. So let's get right into it. It just goes full screen, and this is like, hold on, this is like 640 by 480. I have to adjust the screen there. Yeah, it set it to a really oddly low resolution, so that's not a good start. So this is Nestle Monster Trucks Extreme Off-Road Edition. I have no idea why Nestle's name is on this. Doesn't seem like a company that you really see on a Monster Trucks game. But, of course, we'll leave it up to Data Design Interactive to make Monster Trucks lame. We're going to hit play here. Of course it does the thing where the profile on the left comes out the left speaker, and as you go to the right, it comes out the right speaker, such advanced stereo effects. Let's go with profile 3 as default. I'm going to go ahead and look at the controls. I can't deal with this anymore. What is this menu? Why? Okay, so you have to hold down Enter to accelerate, just like the bad, British racing game. Control is your handbrake. Arrow keys for steering. Is that a glitch? The shift key graphic is glitched. There's just like a weird line under the, Why? Why is Nitro backspace? I like how the graphic for rear view is backspace, but the key is delete. So obviously no effort was put into this. So I'm excited, maybe? We'll do single race. I'll go with L again, and I said this about the classic British motor racing as well, but, oh, what's this? Wait. Oh, so that's sorted by, like, weather. Oh, so there are only 4 tracks, but each has a day mode, a night mode, and a reverse. So they're making the most out of the 4 tracks that they created, and you only have one of them unlocked at the start. But I said this with classic British motor racing. Wow, that's some voice acting. This game isn't letting me talk for more than a second. But I said this with classic British motor racing. Games with almost no content, either like you start with a tiny bit of it unlocked, so you play more into the game and then realize that they're just different versions of the same levels. But if you start with almost no content and you have to go through and unlock it more, it kind of makes you think that there is more to the game than there actually is. So that was the thing with classic British motor racing. There were like, I don't know, maybe 10 cars, and you had to individually unlock every one for every event. So it was just really time consuming. But let's, regretfully, I shall continue. Wow. Okay, so you start the game already rolling backwards. Wow. The handling on this is terrible. There is so much, wow, there's so much lag between pressing a key and seeing that change reflected on screen. Wow, this is the worst. This is the worst of them all. I can already tell. This is the worst of every single game. Wow. The handling is horrible. Wow. The noises are awful. Let's try the nitro off the cliff. Is there music? Yes, there is music, but you can't hear it over the ridiculously loud engine sound effect. Wow, okay. Nice. So this is the worst game I've ever played. I don't say that lightly. This is actually the worst game. I think this is the worst game anyone has ever played, actually. Yes! Explode! That was really lame. That was the least cool explosion in the world. Wow. Yeah, this game sucks. Good lord. Let's collect some dollars. The controls are so unresponsive. It takes about half a second between you pressing a key and the vehicle moving, and it's so bouncy. It's like it's made out of rubber. Wow. Is that... Oh, okay. Camera is bad, as with all the Data Design Interactive games. You get a first-person view that is... Yeah, oh god. So you've got a nauseating first-person view and a clunky, awful third-person. There are no power-ups or anything. You just get these nitro and like repair pickups. And this game came out in 2008, and it looks like an N64 game. Wow, this is really, really bad. And they sold this. I feel bad for anyone who bought this. Okay, so we've done a lap. That was a lap. This is really bland. The rock textures are really, really terrible. It's just one vomit texture that's just stretched across the whole side of the level. The audio just cut out there, so clearly the engine sound is just a loop, and not a very clean loop. Getting a bit more used to the controls, but that doesn't mean they're good, it just means they're a little more manageable. Let's repair our vehicle. As cool as it is to see it explode, I want to at least see one more level. I swear, if I get to the end of this track and it just unlocks a night mode for this track, I will be so sad. I want to see a few more levels of this and make sure it isn't all this bad, because if it is, this will be the worst game of today. Wow, this is horrendous. Oh, you have no control over how much nitro you use when you press the button either. It just all... You use it all. Wow. I landed on an invisible wall mid-air. This is a quality game. Just like with all the others today, this is not fun bad. It is infuriating and unplayable bad. It's not good enough to be fun, but it's not bad enough to be funny. And why does this game run so poorly? Just like the others, I'm running this on a very capable machine. And this is a port of a Wii game. and I'm running it on a very capable machine, so I have no clue why it's running at like 14 frames per second sometimes. It is poorly optimized, to say the least. Yes. Yes! Damn. The water actually doesn't look bad. It's a nice texture, and there are reflections. Only if the rest of the game could, only if I could say the same about the rest of the game. Wow. At least with the classic British motor racing, you could control where your vehicle is going. This one, you can't. There's the brake and the audio loop again. Oh, nice. Good. Good controls. Excellent. God. Why? It's like balloon cars. No. Something. No. Why? Something I forgot to say is the intro music I've heard before. I think it was the same as the Egypt game. I believe that was the same audio as that game. Wow. There's no sound for the explosion. It just happens. What if, theoretically, why... Am I stuck here? Am I stuck here forever? I wonder if all of... Jeez! Wow! Okay, so I wasn't just imagining things. The music is about 4 times louder in the menu. You won't hear it because I'll fix it in the video. Let's see if the trucks drive any differently. Yep.
Start your engines. 3, 2, 1, go!
There is a 150% chance that the voice actor there... Oh, good. Good game. There's a 100% chance that the voice actor there is named Kyle. That really sounds like a Kyle voice. Oh, excellent. So when you press a key, you start turning barely, but the longer you hold it down, it's like an exponential increase in how much you turn. So it's very difficult to keep control of your vehicle, and because it only starts turning like half a second after you first press the key, you can't rapidly tap the key either. Oh, there we go, I'm winning. I'm so good at this. Okay, so the truck to my right is just a reskin of the one that I'm driving. So definitely they put almost no effort into making different and unique vehicles. Again, it's a shame because if they had learned from their mistakes and made, instead of like 28 of the worst games ever played by humanity, if they had just made like 3 or 4 okay games and fixed the problems that were complained about in their previous ones, I wouldn't be here. They would just be another mediocre Wii game with a PC port. Oh, I think this might actually be better with Wii motion controls, and I'm being serious about that. The reverse is painfully slow. You saw how useless that was. Wow, that is a good fire effect. Did they pay like $3 from the Unity store for that one? Actually, there is a noise for the explosion. It's a tiny little sizzle, but it's entirely overshadowed by the crazy engine noise. That is ridiculously loud. Oh hey, I could drive off the road here. Let's go down here. This is more interesting than the game. Come on, I was having fun. What? I could have saved that. Screw it, I'm not going to the checkpoint. I'm just going to drive over here. Hello. Wow. I kind of feel bad that I got my capture box out just for this, because this is not just the worst data design interactive game. Definitely the worst that I've played today. This is the worst game I've ever played, just hands down. And I've played like garbage from itch.io. It's sad because it has the makings of something that could be decent. Like if they put, let's say, a few hundred more hours into making the levels unique and designing more levels and making the, different unique vehicles that don't all drive the exact same, this could have been pretty good. This will be cool. That was not cool at all. But yeah, no, they just made a really horrible, lame game. Let's blow up the car and then be done with this. Wow. Wow, okay. This is... Oh. I was so naive, like a few days ago, to think that DDI might have actually just been a decent developer that was let down by Wii motion controls. No, these are the worst games ever created. Like, they had to try to make them this bad. Oh, I was hoping I would explode there. Yeah, there's the lane explosion. We're done. We're done with this. Why did it take 8 clicks to quit? Yes, please get me out of here. There we go. I'm gonna give this game a special treatment because it's so good, actually. So this game is such a fantastic game that I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, so this game is very special. It gets the most special treatment of them all. There we go. We're safe from it now. Can't hurt us anymore. No, it's still here. Go away. Okay. Now it's time to rank the games from best to, well, best to worst. Best, in my opinion, is the Anubis in Egypt 2. They fixed some of the issues with the other platformers. You don't slide after you land after a jump. It's pretty bland, the levels are very boring, and it still looks horrible for a mid-2000s game, but it's playable. And they added the, like, bombs. I guess that's a feature. It is the lesser of the evils of today. Second best, I will say, is classic British motor racing, actually. It's almost fun bad, and that's the only reason. The AI is so stupid, and it's really funny to watch them all run into each other, and that's the only redeeming quality about the game. Actually, the car models are alright, the reflections on the paint, I mean, they tried. So, really, it's number 2 because it's fun bad. Third, Ninja Bread Man. It was playable, it wasn't good, it was really infuriating, and the controls were horrible, very slippery, but, I mean, it wouldn't be too challenging to beat if you really wanted to put yourself through it. Trixie in Toyland is the second worst, because it's like Ninja Bread Man, but with more invisible walls, harder enemies that look like part of the scenery, really cluttered. They went for an open world design, but there is still only one way to get to a lot of places, so it doesn't work at all. Let's see. That's really the huge complaint with that game. A lot of the enemies are way too overpowered, like the ones that fly and shoot missiles that track you down. And then the worst is what we just played, the Extreme Off-Road Monster Truck Adventure, or whatever it was called. That is the worst game I've ever played. Controls were awful. Physics were the worst physics ever envisioned by humanity. And I kind of need a palate cleanser after that. So I'm gonna do something fun here. What? Where did it go? Where's my... There we go. Hello. So those are tonight's horrible games. I'm gonna go and play some good ones here. So those were the worst games I've ever... While we're on the topic of car physics, but those were actually the worst experiences you could have on a personal computer. I am 100% convinced. There's no reason to play any of the games from tonight. No reason at all. None of them are fun. Classic British motor racing is actually my most recommended, just to screw around with, because it is kind of fun bad. But really, overall, those are the worst games in the history of humanity. Like, how? That's like a foot deep. Anyway, none of these games you should play, but if you really want to, they're up on archive.org. Just search Data Design Interactive, or maybe shovelware, and you'll find some results. Sorry, I'll give it back later. Here you go. So I wanted to pull up this game for a bit of a comparison of graphics and audio. In case you don't know, this is GTA Vice City. This is like very early 2000s, maybe 2002, and we can see how good it looks compared to all of the Data Design Interactive games. Laptop isn't running it so well right now because I'm running two displays from it, one from the capture box. But yeah, textures are different, they're unique. It doesn't look like a blob of vomit. The car physics are still a little goofy, but you get reflections, you get moving water, you get a ton of pedestrians walking around, you get a great draw distance. So this is a 2002 game, and the Data Design Interactive were like 2005 through 2008. So it's not that PC hardware was not capable at the time or anything. It's that these are just horrible games, and the team unfortunately put zero effort. Oh hey. Ah! Why did that random person I hit just have a gun? Oh, the lag here is a little crazy. Wow. Skill issue. So see, this is what having fun looks like. This is a good game. So that is gonna wrap it up for this video. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'd like to say that it was fun to look at some of the Data Design Interactive games, but it absolutely was not. As I've said, those were the worst video games on the planet, and no one should ever play them. especially, whoa, hello texture, especially not on the Wii, where you would have to buy a copy. If you're really interested, I guess you could install the PC version and then burn your computer because you don't want that game anywhere near it. But, wow. I have nothing else to say because these games were just so horribly incompetent. And that's the definition of shovelware, a game that could be good, but instead it's the worst thing you've ever played. Just made quickly to make like $12 off of some unsuspecting grandma and her grandkids just looking to buy a video game for the Wii. But yeah, it's just really sad that these games exist, and I need to go play something else. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I hope this video at least was enjoyable for you to watch, as it was not at all for me to make. I hope you'll return next time for more games, hopefully better than this. And thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope to see you next time.